Hi there friends, how's it going? And welcome to another episode of The Sims 4. Um, I cleaned up a little bit at the farm, did some farm work, bought a vacuum. Let's see if we can clean up a little. Redan can just live on in the filth. His electricity has been cut, which just confirms that the candles are not considered electricity, which is uh, an amazing detail that I like that they implemented that. Like, look how much light he still has for someone whose electricity has been shut off. Only problem is, I believe the stove cannot be used anymore. Yep. So, yeah, we can still eat from the fridge. Roselia's just gonna make it, right? Redan also has made a painting. There it is. And I believe he understands the direty of the situation, for he has painted a masterpiece that is worth 3k 400, so 3,400 simoleons, which is really, really good. Maybe we should harvest these afterward. So, Roselia has been busy with farm work today, though the letter from yesterday night has kept her mind busy, and she cannot help but wonder what it is that... Did she clean him up? No, she did not. Maybe return and clean him up, please. He is not in a good mood. So maybe tonight, instead of hanging up with Redan, she will sneak out of the farm and go have a visit to the wizard house and see what our friend Kazan has to tell her. Let's clean this place up as well. Then let's just go and vacuum this. And I vacuum it. Oh, take this as well. Some extra money. As you can see, it's snowing, and I don't know why, but some of my chickens are not. Maybe because I didn't clean this up. Clean coop. Interesting, interesting. Just clean the coop. Now let us test out the vacuum. I believe the vacuum doesn't really work on the ground, which is weird because it does say in the description when you're buying it that it does. So you can check for dust level. Oh, things together. So, how do I use it? Or has the Sims just... Look, just let's say dust. And dust as a home restores your home in sparkling toddler state. Dust standing. This convenient light vacuum can do the dirty work for you, letting you be the dust only free for all. It's not just great. Do I need this? So why? So what's the use of this? I believe you can use it on the toilet, but why would you do that? Well, let's buy this. We have already lost our electricity, so we don't really need. So you can use it here. So we don't really need to save money. But what's the point of this? Okay, power has been shut off, so I cannot use this either, right? Excellent buy. Excellent buy. Let's just sell this. Let's. Oops. Let's sell. Let's enjoy the picture and then sell it. At this point, Roselia is going to become famous for all the art that she's selling. I don't know if she gets the fame or if Redan is getting it. Yep. So let's sell this. Let's play a little bit with our friend here, our little adorable friend who does not have a name yet. At some point, I'm gonna give you a name once I have an idea. Let me ask him about the wool quality. Maybe he can get it higher. Maybe tell him that we are currently struggling with paying the rent. Hmm. I wonder, are these interactions only on because I have this trait of the animal lover, or are these there at all times? I just get special benefits because I have it. Well, he's not having a good time today. Yeah, good. Now let us sell whatever else we have gathered throughout the farm. So that's 9 eggs. That's 100 bucks. That's a hatchable egg. That's 13. That's a blue egg. Get it out of there. Some vitality fertilizer. Amazing. Uh, yep. Christmas roses. We harvested them from the trees. That's some money. Then the wool. That's the only thing I have forgotten is the insects and the bees. So I'm just gonna go and clean and nurture them real quick. Then I just do I have to go into the bee suit? I think not. Let's try. I believe they are hibernating, right? Like Renan back there. He is hibernating. Whenever you like, you can become better quality. I wouldn't mind. It's not like I have to pay the government 50k, right? Good. Yep, this works very easily. So let's just do that. Then take a leak and then we go visit. We will just leave right down here and we will go see what exactly our secret male friend has to tell us. Oh, Santa! Or Clement Frost. Do you like the dusty vampire home? I think it being dusty just adds to the to the whole vampiric vibe of no one living there, because no one is living there. Mm. Either way, doesn't matter. We do not acknowledge Christmas. It is not lore accurate. Winterfest is also not lore accurate. We are leaving, and Roselia is gonna use the opportunity of Santa being there as a distraction to visit Wizard Tower. And immediately as she comes there, she notices something. The bushes are falling apart. They don't have a good gardener. But there is also her baby brother, the one whom she had assumed the worst had happened to. The one she had assumed is dead, here, alive, happy, living. Maybe he didn't know that she was so close, but she cannot hold herself back and immediately goes in to to greet him. So as she speaks the first words, it appears as if he does not remember her. How come? What has happened? She speaks his name many times. Vani, Vani, it's me. She tries to remind him. She tries to remind him of the things that they have done together, the memories that they have, the farm, their parents. Though he seems oblivious to all of that, as if he has never heard of it in his life. She decides to leave the conversation as that, as she is frightened of the emotions that are growing inside her heart. So she goes and knocks on the door to see. So she attempts to, but as she wants to do that, someone steps outside. A man with very specific makeup, looking at her as if he knows exactly what is going on. She asks what is happening, why her brother doesn't remember her. So the man remains cryptic. He speaks not much, but asks her to come inside so that he can tell her in in full privacy what has happened. So she makes her way into the house with the man leading the way. Quickly she understands that this is not a normal house, as the man leads her downstairs, shows her a few things on his laptop. Information information about Redan, how he lives, since when he has lived, and with whom he has lived. He says that he has come here to spectate him, to make sure that he does not move out of line. But that does not but that isn't Roselia's concern right now. What she is interested about is her brother. How come he is with this man? How come they live together? How come he doesn't remember her? And so the man tells the tale of how he has found her brother and who he is. He introduces himself as Kazan von Alienheim, a man who has dedicated his life and everything else to the Order of the Magi. Powerful magic user who makes sure that the creatures of the dark remain in line and do not make victims of the people around them. He explains that he was hunting a vampire, a very powerful ancient one, who has who had made fun out of burning down villages, looting them, acting like a soldier while doing so, acting like his regiment of the dark was an ordinary one led by a king and not a monster. As he was hunting him, he found traces of his misdoings, people that he had murdered, the village that he had burned down. Kazan found Rosalia's village, and there he found his her brother, little Vanny, a young lad whom he didn't wish to leave alone, whom he didn't wish to allow to be faced with the cruelties of life. So he took him with himself, understanding that the boy had lost his memory, and in a way adopted him. Now, searching for the cruel vampire who plays war games, Kazan, who has found traces of Redan near the evidence, has come to spy upon the villa where Redan resides, hoping that one day the evil creature will show itself there, and he can apprehend him. He tells Rosalia all of that, and he tells her that his goals are right and just and righteous, and that he requires her help to fulfill them. She should hold an eye on Redan, as he has held an eye on her brother. She should tell him if he does anything remarkable, anything worth telling, and in turn he will take care of her brother. Rosalia contemplates this for a while, contemplates it in her mind. Her brother should live with her, they are family after all. But she, with her little shed and no electricity, she didn't have the funds to give him a better life, one that is with comfort, one that doesn't remind him of everything that he has lost. Luckily, he has memory loss, or he would be traumatized by what had happened to their parents. She agrees to let her brother stay and to pay her debt to Kazan. She agrees to spy on Redan and tell him whenever something out of place happens. With the heavy subjects out of the way, both of them feel a little lightheaded and speak of lighter subjects to just to get just the heavy air out of the way. After a short time of talking, Rosalia decides that it is already late enough and that she needs to be back at the farm so that Redan doesn't notice her long absence and so that she can take care of the animals tomorrow. With the new conditions in mind, with what she has talked about with the wizard, who so easily spies on her every move, she returns to the farm. And I believe this is a good place to end today's playthrough. I hope you had a good time. I am trying to um, make the story a little more serious. Like, have things happen sometimes, you know? Um, and that's why I am mostly just narrating the conversations. But the next few days are gonna be a little different because next episode I am going to make a new character, one that is gonna be a little different than the rest, and one that might introduce himself soon enough. And I believe this is a good place to end it off for today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I surely did. And hope to see you next time. If you like the videos, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Until next time, have a good day, have a good night. Ciao.